There's a new trend among women, and it has nothing to do with high heels or hairdos.
The number of women who now own guns has grown at a staggering rate. Eyewitness News reporter Leslie Rubin is live with a look at how conversations between women about caliber and kickback are swirling across the country. Leslie?
Elizabeth, call it a sign of the times, but perceptions are changing more and more about a sport that's long been thought of as a man's sport. Girls and guns now go hand in hand.
A different kind of ladies' night at the firing range. For instructor Crystal Newman, it's a niche she didn't know was there until just a few years ago.
We're good to go? Now I can reholster.
Newman founded the In Her Sights Women's Only Gun School after realizing the intimidation some women feel learning to shoot from men. In just 1 year, she's fielded more than 150 women through her class, teaching them the basics.
You want to come straight up your body and straight out.
And helping them qualify for their concealed carry permits.
They're starting to realize that we don't live in the same place that we lived in 5 years ago, that it's a big, rough world out there, and if they're going to get into a problem, they want to come out on top. A woman wants, I don't need to carry a gun, and then something will happen, and they realize that maybe it's not such a bad idea.
The same thing happened to her.
It was the catalyst. I knew I wanted to carry a gun before that.
Her home was broken into not once, but twice. The second time, she was armed.
Fortunately, he took off before we could get to him, but it's not a good idea to break into my house.
It's that fear of the unknown that's convinced this mother and daughter to take action.
It's more for personal protection of myself and my family.
A trend that's evident across the country, not only for protection, but also for the sisterhood that comes with the day at the range. The National Rifle Association says the largest demographic increase in gun ownership over the last 3 years goes to women. At Spring Hill Rod and Gun in South Charleston, the statistics don't lie.
A lot of women are packing heat, that's for sure.
Dan Kessel has owned the store for 18 years. Back then, he would go weeks without selling a gun to a woman. Now he says they make up more than 20% of his sales.
If a day goes by where a woman doesn't buy a gun in today's time, it's shocking.
The National Shooting Sports Foundation said gun store owners have reported a 73% increase in female customers. 28.5% of guns purchased by women were bought for hunting, but the number of women buying guns for personal defense increased 83%. An October 2011 Gallup poll reveals that gun ownership among men increased just 1% between 2009 and 2011, but gun ownership among women rose a staggering 10% during that same time.
So many times I'll go into a gun store, and the first thing they want to do is hand a woman a pink pistol, a pink revolver that's an airweight, snub nose with a 14-pound trigger pull, and that's the absolute worst gun, first gun for a woman.
Kessel says it's not easy picking out a perfect gun for a girl. It's all about their experience and what they're willing to learn and feel comfortable with.
There's just no right or wrong. It depends on how much time that they've had behind the trigger, because some women will shoot the biggest guns made and some women won't.
It's that kind of knowledge Newman passes on to her students.
Just like that. Now you're hot and ready to roll.
Driven by feelings of vulnerability and leaving with a sense of reassurance.
I don't want my children to be in danger, and as a mother, it's my responsibility, especially if my husband's not home around, for me to be able to protect my children properly.
They want to hunt you down in that house. If they want to come in, they're going to get you. See, I'm going to be waiting on the other side of the door. And I'm prepared and I'm ready. It's them or us, and it's not going to be us.
Newman offers classes in small groups or individually. To learn more about her school, you can log on to our website at WCHSTV.com. Reporting live in the studio, Leslie Rubin, Eyewitness News.